first, second, third. Fourth. Got the outfield right here. Yep. Good answer.
Senior who's been on the varsity since the sophomore year is Connie Jackson. Our last senior really needs no introduction. We'll let her get some Denise over the last few years who has raised, I would say, hundreds of thousands of dollars to this district, without exaggerating. They really put themselves forward for a lot of things. Good game, play ball.
Sure.
Whoever wins this ties.
What are you doing? Hold this one. What's the check? I got the good one. For that.
City Honors is the only team in there. The Honors City Division. They all opted out. Yep. That's it. It wouldn't be Kevin Voss.
welcome everybody to L. Stu Miller Field today. It's Corey Ahlstrom with Andy Bone, sitting high above right field for today's Dunkirk versus Fredonia matchup. De facto CCAC Division I championship game here. As the winner will get a share of that title. We'll take you through the lineups as we get going. We'll start with Dunkirk in the field. Starting in Dunkirk in the field here in left field, we have Anthony Petey. Center field, Dylan Bankowski. Right field, Gabe Valentine. Zach Zentz is playing third base today. One of those seniors just honored at senior day. Josh Lemansky at shortstop. Paul Trippy will take the duties at second base. Josh Cosme is playing first base. Greg Orcutt on the mound, and another senior, Donnie Jackson, behind the plate for Coach Frank Jagoda's squad today.
Got to say, this is a spot I usually don't end up watching a game. I'm usually a backstop kind of guy and roaming around. So sitting up here in the right field porch is it's a definitely a different perspective. It's definitely a different view on things. If those of you not familiar with Dunkirk, we're about 10 feet off the field level on the porch, right behind the right fielder. For Fredonia today, run through their batting lineup. Batting leadoff will be the starting pitcher, Ashton Putney. Third baseman, Owen Rush, batting second. Matt Cowan playing first base today, batting third. Colin Kroll will be the DH, batting fourth. Colin Luce will bat fifth. He'll play right field. Nathan Serkiu playing shortstop then. Batting seventh, Brady Helmer in center field. Batting eighth, Andrew Cowan will do the catching, and A.J. Kinney batting ninth for Coach Tim Cowan in the Fredonia Hillbillies, playing second base. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of an early start here today. Greg Orcutt's on the mound, looking to take the first sign in the first pitch of today's game. To his counterpart, Ashton Putney. First pitch today, ball high. These two teams met on Friday of last week. Dunkirk won 4-0. Senior Zach Zentz pitched a complete game shutout. Ashton Putney also went the distance for a second pitch in for a strike. Went the distance for Fredonia, allowing 4 runs, 3 earned. It was a really well played baseball game. That one looked high, right? 2-1?
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike. Orcutt looking to settle in here.
Definitely have to utilize my my prescription glasses out here.
Dunkirk today wearing their whites. Got a white pinstriped hat, white pinstriped jerseys, maroon trim, and then all white pants with the gentleman wearing the high socks out of all maroon socks.
Couldn't go with the pinstripe pants, huh?
No. It's ball 4 from Orcutt. Game starts with the leadoff walk for Fredonia. So looking to get on the board early. It brings up Owen Rush, one Fredonia seniors.
Putney's got a pretty healthy lead at first.
Yeah, I would think that.
Pass ball.
Oh.
Doesn't go though.
Yeah, kind of took a stutter step there. Didn't get a clean read on it. So Orcutt having a little trouble settling in here. This game was originally scheduled to be played yesterday, was rained out. There's a strike at the top of the zone, looked like a curved ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This season teams are playing back-to-back series in this league, so the 2 teams play back-to-back.
Another curve in for a strike.
Another curve on the outer edge for strike 2. The rain out brought a little bit of strategy into play here, Mr. Bone. Coach Jagoda could have come back with Zach Zentz today. I believe he chose to go with Greg, who would have been his turn to start yesterday. Whereas for Fredonia, they're starting the same pitcher that they started on Friday and not going down the depth charts.
I was expecting to see Zachary throw today.
Yeah, it's a tough spot because I think the playoffs in this age group start, or in this classification start Friday. So you also have to factor in foul ball down the right field line and out of play. Counts even at 2-2 to Owen Rush. You also have to kind of factor in how you want to go into the playoffs. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised to see if it was a shorter outing for Putney today. Just Another foul ball straight back.
Or maybe Frank is thinking too, save if, depending on the type of game we're looking at later, saving Zachary for a couple late innings.
You very well could see him if he's up close today. Really, I think everybody is available for both teams pitching-wise. Fredonia did play a non-league game on Saturday, so they would have some pitching unavailable. But
Third ball fouled back on the right side.
yeah, that one almost took Coach Rush and Coach Cowan out, it looks like there.
Thinking Orchid might go back to the curveball. He got him twice on that.
Putney with a great jump here. Bag stolen.
Nope, another foul.
Yep, but Rush had to protect on the two-strike pitch, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fredonia utilizing the arm bands for signs. Coach Cowan yelling out a series of numbers. That one just off the plate wide, according to the umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Would not be surprised to see the runner in motion again. Got one of your better hitters up here if you're Fredonia. Trust him to put the ball in play. Orchid steps off, fakes to first base.
He's Putney at first was.
Putney at first is on the bag. Looked like his batter, Owen Rush, picked up on that and called timeout, sticking up for his runner. Putney is off. Another foul ball by Rush. It's a good battle.
That was definitely a reach on that one, but he fouled it back.
According to my quick count, I think this is going to be the 10th pitch of this at bat. Something to high school baseball factor in. We do have a pitch count in effect. Putney off again. Rush ground ball to second base.
Oh, bobbled it short and didn't get the first.
Nope.
I don't know. It was probably a combination of late getting there and looked like the first baseman had his foot up.
Yeah,
off the bag.
Off the bag there. I think on the front end of that, that's just the fact that Putney was in motion there made Lemansky at shortstop rush a little bit. So that'll put Fredonia with something happening here in the first inning. First 2 runners reach on a walk and an E6. So they have runners in first and second, nobody out, and their 3-hitter Matt Cowan up.
Goes to bunt and fouls it back over the fence.
Coach Cowan for Fredonia looking to move the runners along and break the little shutout streak that the Dunkirk Marauders have going against his team so far this season. Playing for a run early. See how Dunkirk attacks this. Ball 1 up. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a really good at bat by Owen Rush. Fouled off 5 pitches according to my tally there, and then put the barrel on the ball with the hard ground ball, made Dunkirk make the play.
If you don't get a couple quick outs here, that'll definitely. Oh, it popped up another bunt attempt out of play. Yeah, you could get that pitch count up really quick with at bats like that.
Yep. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes to Matt Cowan. Number 3 hitter, left-handed batter in the Fredonia lineup. Foul ball straight back. Fredonia putting up some gritty at-bats here early on in the first inning.
Go, Dunkirk, go.
Making Orchid work for every out. Matt, a freshman at Fredonia High School. He's played a little first, some outfield, and left-handed pitcher for them.
Oh, there's smoke down the line right at us. Valentine scoops it up, gets it in quick, play at the plate, not in time.
And on the throw, Cowan astutely moves up to second base, rush to third. So we're 1 run in for Fredonia, runners on second and third here in the top of the first inning. So this is
Still no outs.
Still no outs. About as perfect as Coach Cowan could have drawn this up pregame. Hitters are aggressive, putting the bat on the ball. Good hard hit ball to right field by Cowan.
So we got Coach to making his first trip to the mound here to settle the guys down.
Yeah, already. Not keeping exact pitch count here, but Mr. Orchid's approaching 20, maybe a little more than 20 so far, which This might just be a chance to give him a breath, given the fact that that's about a normal innings work. It's a quick visit in.
We got, DH Colin Crowell up to bat?
Yep. So we're in the cleanup spot for Fredonia again, leading 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Nobody out. We've got Owen Rush on third base, Matt Cowan on second base, and Greg Orchid on the mound here for Dunkirk.
First pitch, curveball in there for a strike. Good start.
Good start. Curveball's been really effective for Greg. He hasn't really got ahead of the first couple of hitters, though. Made him have to pitch from behind early.
That one's low and inside.
After a bunch of rain yesterday, the field couldn't look in much better shape than it does today. Freshly mowed. Another off-speed pitch there from Orchid. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
They are definitely on him early.
Yeah, a lot of contact, not a lot of swing and miss.
The only seems the only couple pitches they've looked at too are those curveballs that he snuck in there.
All 2 strikes. Another curveball down. Another foul ball wasted away.
We got 1 and 2 for the count then.
Yep, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Some real tough at-bats from the Fredonia Hillbillies lineup today. Every batter's made it to 2 strikes. Everyone's fouled off a couple of pitches almost.
Another fallback.
It was a fastball after a couple off-speed pitches in a row. Some action in the Dunkirk pen, it looks like, over there.
Could be Schaefer.
Oh, very well could be.
There we go, got him.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out of the inning for Dunkirk and Greg Orchid.
That's a big out, for sure.
Yeah, now you're just trying to minimize if you're Dunkirk. Get out of here, ideally giving up 1, but no more than 2.
Fredonia is definitely blessed with some lefties.
Yes.
After my own heart.
Which for right-handed pitching is a difficult thing to navigate. It's one of the differences between high school pitching and college pitching is the ability for a pitcher to use a right-handed pitcher to use a changeup and get left-handed hitters out. Foul ball straight back again.
We got Colin Luce, right fielder.
I'm batting 5th for the Hillbillies. Another youngster on this Fredonia roster. Colin's a sophomore.
Ooh, takes a strike. 1 and 2.
Fredonia has 2 seniors listed on their roster today, both playing. Shortstop Nathan Serkiu and third baseman Owen Rush.
Dunkirk did honor them a little bit, gave them a little gift bag before the game.
It was very nice. They had both team seniors out, not just their own.
Nice. Look in the runner. Oh, we got to play at the plate. Runner is out at the plate.
Very good base running by Mr. Luce, filling in behind and taking the bag.
So we had a hit to the second baseman. He watched the runner. The runner decided to go to home, and there was a play at the plate.
We scored 4-2 on the putout. Retiring Owen Rush at second base. Really good base running by Colin Luce. Made that a kind of a non-event for Fredonia. He filled in behind. If they didn't get Owen going home, it was going to be runners on second and third with 2 outs, and we got runners on second and third with 2 outs. So really a good base running play by Mr. Luce to fill in behind to pick up his teammate at third base there.
I would say not so good a base running play by, was that Owen that was at third?
Yeah, he kind of got caught in there in the middle of nowhere. So it didn't go right away, and really, Paul Trippi made a really nice play. Fielded it under composure, and as opposed to going on autopilot and going right to first base, took his time and ran right at.
Yep.
The Fredonia base runner was off the base a little bit and went from there and got the out at the plate.
And just like that. Wow.
It's a big turn of the last three batters, big turn of events for Greg Orchid here. Got a strikeout, a ground ball to the second baseman that retired the runner home, and another strikeout. After all the first three runners reaching base, Dunkirk ends up getting out of that inning, giving up just one run. So after the top half of the first inning, we've got Fredonia 1. We've got one run on one hit with two men left on base, and Dunkirk will be coming to bat here in the bottom of the first.
Which one does it go in?
Bottom of the first inning, Ashton Putney finishes his warm-up tosses. Take you around the Fredonia defense real quick. Left field, we've got Luca Gullo. Center field, Brady Helmer. Right field, Colin Luce. Owen Rush at third base. Nathan Serkiw at Fredonia. We mentioned those are two seniors. First pitch by Putney, in for a strike. Fastball in the outer half. Second baseman's A.J. Kinney. Third baseman, Matt Cowan, had a good line drive single in the first inning. Ashton Putney on the mound. He's throwing to Matt's brother Andrew Cowan behind the plate. Ball one up. First batter for Dunkirk is Paul Trippy. Count to him, 1 ball, 1 strike. Paul having a good season in the leadoff spot for Coach Chakota. He's playing second base today. He'll be followed by Zach Zentz, Josh Lemansky, and then Greg Orchid batting fourth this inning. Ball 2, fastball up. A little different style pitchers here, a little more velocity from Putney than Orchid, so guessing we'll see a little more of a fastball-dominated pitching approach. Ball 3, another fastball up. 3 balls, 1 strike to Trippy. Kind of a mirror beginning to the first inning for Fredonia.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss at a good fastball top of the strike zone.
Could have possibly been ball 4.
Yeah, right at the, definitely on the edge. 3-1 pitch. It's another one at the edge.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. Putney comes back from down 3-1 to retire Trippy on strikes. Gets the leadoff hitter out. It'll bring up Zach Zentz. Zach's had a couple of hits on Friday in this same matchup, including an RBI double. Helped his own cause out.
First pitch is high to Zentz.
So far, a little more of a classic power pitching approach from Ashton Putney. Fastballs at the top end of the zone. Mixed up with a very nice, look like a two-seam fastball down.
1-1 to Zentz.
Through the first 6 or 7 pitches again, not sure he's showing off speed pitch. Another fastball up. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one's fouled out of play.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Zach Zentz, both pitchers get the ball, get their sign and throw the ball. There's no delay or thinking.
They don't have a time clock in high school baseball, do they?
No, but they both pitch like they do. There's another swing and a miss. Gets a second strikeout of the day. Putney off to a commanding start, striking out the first 2 Dunkirk hitters. It'll bring up Josh Lemansky, the shortstop. Batting third for Coach Jagoda. Josh, a sophomore.
That one's fall back for a strike.
Dunkirk sports 4 seniors on the roster. 2 of them are in the lineup today. That's Zach Zentz at third base and John Gainey's the designated hitter. I'm sorry, 3. Donnie Jackson's also the catcher, so 3 seniors in the lineup for Dunkirk.
That one's fouled to the girls softball field. So he's down 0-2.
Good crowd here tonight. Pretty much the entire line of the hill at the Dunkirk baseball complex, from behind home plate all the way out to including where we are in right field. Filled with people in the chairs. Bleachers mostly full as well. Couldn't be much of a nicer day for a ball game. About 70 degrees. Andy and I working on our tans.
That's low. We're at 2-2, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I think so.
Now Dunker's starting to get pieces of Putney and fallen stuff backs.
Yeah, much better at bat here. This is, I'm guessing, part of the Dunkirk strategy today is to extend at bats, build up a pitch count, make Coach Collin make a decision for how much he wants to use his ace before the
got him.
playoff start. It's a good dominant inning from Ashton Putney here.
Easily half the pitches that Orchid threw, and 3 strikeouts in a row.
3 up, 3 down for Dunkirk. 3 strikeouts to start the game for Putney. We'll be back in a minute.
Important game. I'm gonna go back over and
You ran it off the track. Yeah, you ran it off the track to them. So everything there was Friday night. That's sort of when I heard that. Well, and that's like I told you. Are they doing a pro match? I haven't seen anything. I'm sure they are. I'd love to. Yeah. Do that. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on that. I'm sure they're gonna. But I just yeah. Because you just don't know what they're gonna do. You know, right there. The big dogs, the nitros and the rails, they got it down.
Back here, just top of the second, just about to begin. Got a 1-0 affair between the Dunkirk Marauders and Fredonia Hillbillies. Ending our season with a rivalry league game. Each of these teams have a non-league game scheduled for tomorrow. I'm not sure whether weather's going to cooperate with that, or whether the pushing of this game from yesterday to today will affect whether they're going to play that game or not. But they each have one more tune-up on the schedule, at least.
Looks like we got Brady Helmer up, going with the classic stirrups. Takes a strike 1.
Orchid again, look like starting with an off-speed pitch. Dunkirk is scheduled to be at Gowanda tomorrow to finish off the season in a playoff tune-up. Again, featuring a couple of teams both expecting to make some noise in the playoffs, and Fredonia is scheduled to go to Springville to finish up their season with a non-league game.
That's fall back. Helmer's down 1 ball, 2 strikes.
7-8-9 for Fredonia in the second inning. Helmer, Andrew Cowan, and A.J. Kinney.
Ooh, got him on an off-speed pitch. Throw to first. It was a dropped third strike. Throw to first. Got the runner.
Orchid has really settled in since the trip to the mound by Coach Jagoda after the Cowan RBI single. Since then, it's been strikeout, weak ground ball to second base, strikeout, strikeout.
Seems like he kind of knows what he's doing back there.
Yeah. Been at it for a couple of minutes.
First pitch to the catcher, Andrew Cohen, fouled back.
Big difference here in the bottom of the lineup is Orchid's got ahead of both batters so far.
That one's fouled to the right, and it's going to go out of play. No chance for Valentine in right field.
Nope, just behind the line of spectators. Kind of expected Daryl Bankowski to make a diving play on that one, but I can see he didn't leave his chair.
So we got 0-2 to Cowan. That one's up high for ball one.
Orchid sets off, resets.
Gets him.
Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Orchid here. Bring up the number 9 hitter, A.J. Kinney, playing second base for Fredonia. Kinney, a junior, plays some second base, little outfield for the Hillbillies, and has seen some time on the mound. Orchid again gets ahead. First pitch strike.
It seems there's quite a bit of size difference in Fredonia's lineup from the front to the back.
Yeah, a little younger, I think, in the back end. Oh, ball one. Got it here in the background. We've got a JV game going on the classically known as the Babe Ruth Field here in Dunkirk.
I think that's actually the modified game.
Modified?
Yep.
Southwestern and Dunkirk, if I can recognize the colors right.
Actually, I think it's Jamestown. I could be wrong.
Could be green and not blue very well. And there's
Uh-oh.
a deep fly ball.
Oh, Petey can't handle it. Kinney's going to go to second.
This is a relatively deep fly ball to left field. Kind of tied Dunkirk left fielder up a little bit here. I think he originally spun the wrong way and then kind of got twisted up going back and forth. So it's a 2-out, call it a 2-out double.
Is Petey normally the left fielder, or does he generally play right?
The couple of times that I've seen him this year, he's predominantly been in right, but I think he flips back and forth depending on who's defensive alignment based on who's pitching.
Makes sense. We're at the top of the order here. Putney's up again.
Ball one.
Kinney's got a healthy lead at second. That one's popped, fallen out of play at third base side.
Yep, gonna get down on the track facility. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball hung a little bit for Orchid. I think he's fortunate on that one. Again, gets out of play. Opposite field for Putney down the left side.
Orchid's pitch. Foul back yet again. This one's straight back.
Top of the Fredonia lineup has made Orchid work. That is for certain.
Oh, throws him a curveball, and Putney fouls that one back, straight back.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Kinney on second.
Reached on a solidly hit ball, one that Dunkirk probably wishes they turned into an out.
That ball's high. 2-2.
Orchid takes a sign and delivers. Curveball, that one stayed up. Full count to Putney. It's not a place that you want to extend the inning if you're Orchid.
Oh,
Good
gets him
off-speed
swinging.
pitch.
Again, dropped by the catcher, but over to first for the out.
Nice curveball down that catcher blocked through the first base. Ends with a strikeout, so that is no runs on one hit. Orchid gets 3 strikeouts of the inning. Going into the bottom half of the second inning, we got Fredonia 1, Dunkirk 0. Back here for the bottom of the second inning in Dunkirk. Fredonia 1, Dunkirk 0. Corey Ostrom and Andrew Bone out in the home run perch in right field.
I'm waving to people that don't even see us.
Leading off for Dunkirk is Greg Orchid, the pitcher. Takes a strike 1.
Hoping to help his own cause here. First at bat. Orchid's behind 0-2. Putney pretty much diced through the first 3 batters in the first inning, striking all 3 out.
Head quickly 0-2 to the Dunkirk leadoff hitter.
Wow.
Still, it's 4 straight strikeouts. I'm not plotting pitches here, but I'm not so sure that through the first 4 batters he's throwing an off-speed pitch.
It hasn't looked that way.
Does have a couple of different fastballs that he's thrown, so he may be mixing 2 and 4 seam, but for the most part, right at him, here it is, hit it, and so far he has gotten the better of that arrangement. Up now for Dunkirk is Tony Petey. Big swing and a miss. Not getting robbed of a swing on that one. Again, Putney first pitch strike. Ball 1 up. I'm going to guess that there's likely no reason in the Fredonia dugout to change their strategy until Dunkirk does something to put the bat on the ball here.
Yeah, I would agree. Just go with what's working.
One ball, one strike.
Yeah, Petey gets a hold of one up the middle to center field. First hit of the game for Dunkirk. brings up Dylan Bankowski, center fielder.
No, I use it. First hit for Dunkirk off of Putney. Clean single up the middle. Petey does have good speed. See if Coach Jagoda does anything here. Puts runners in motion.
First pitch to Bankowski was up high for a ball.
Risk of doing that here is if you want to hit and run or something like that. Putney's had a lot.
Throw to first. That was pretty
Good
close,
move.
I thought.
It's been a lot of swing and miss so far in the Dunkirk batting order. It's a risky proposition to put the ball in play. Petey's out for a really big lead now.
That one's high and outside for a ball. 2-0 to Bankowski. I think this is the first batter that Putney's been down on.
And sometimes it's just as easy as catcher comes up, makes the first. Just as easy as getting that first runner on and switching the pitcher from the windup to the stretch. Two balls, one strike to Bankowski.
Petey with a huge
leading.
lead. Again, ooh, close.
Big lead, took a false step the wrong way, and that was a very close play at first base. It's an aggressive lead by Petey so far. Not backing down. And
He's
off.
going. There's the throw. Oof.
Throw just a little high. Good jump by Petey. Generally good throw. Shortstop went up to get it. Petey's safe for the stolen base.
Kind of looked like he short slid that.
Little bit. The pitch was a ball there. I think the pitch was a fastball up. So we're 3 balls, 1 strike to Bankowski. Catcher Donnie Jackson on deck.
Oh, there's a ball 4 to Bankowski. So runners on first and second.
So there's something to be said for Putney was cruising along in the windup, and you put a bat on the ball and make him switch over to the stretch, and it's just a different approach, and not able to exclusively focus on the batter, Anthony Petey, with some very aggressive leads at first base, made him focus there.
It's going to bring up Donnie Jackson. Oh, first pitch.
Oh, ball
Gets
scoots by the
behind.
third baseman. It's going to be a play at the plate, home, slide, under, and both Dunkirk runners move up on the play. It'll be a hard ground ball to third base. I think probably a play that rule E5 on that one.
It was a hard hit ball.
Was hard hit ball. Ball put in play. Left fielder charged aggressively for Fredonia. That's Luca Gullo. Strong throw to the plate there was just a little bit up the line to score Anthony Petey. And right now, Dunkirk still runners on second and third, 1 run in, only 1 out in the inning. And this brings up designated hitter, left-handed. Oh, Dunkirk's only left-handed batter, I think, John Gainey.
That first pitch is fouled back. I'm glad you described that whole play because that was.
There's a lot going on there in a short period of time. We thought we might have a play at some of the trail runners here, but Andrew Cowan not quite able just to get the ball cleanly out of his glove to make the play at third base. I'm not sure if he was going to have an attempt at him anyway.
Gainey a big swing for strike 2. 1 down, 2 strikes. We got runners on second and third.
Fredonia infield back in the middle. They'll concede a run here for an out. Putney comes set again. There is a ground ball up the middle and a base hit through. Coach Jagoda puts the brakes on Jackson at third base. Aggressively charged by the Fredonia center fielder Brady Helmer. Get the ball in quick. Dunkirk takes a 2-1 lead on an RBI single by the designated hitter John Gainey. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, right fielder Gabe Valentine. Dunkirk with runners at the corner. We've got the catcher Donnie Jackson at third base and John Gainey at first base here. Fredonia again going to keep the infield back here. I imagine this time hoping to turn a double play up the middle and get out of the inning.
Putney taking a little time for this first pitch. Oh, Valentine steps out. Wants him to think about it a little bit more, maybe. Oh, there's a bunt by Valentine. Nicely put down the first base line.
Oh, just rolled foul.
Did the catcher not touch that?
Just rolled foul.
Man, I could have sworn that one off the catcher's fingers on that high bounce. That was a
Coach Jagoda being aggressive here in the first inning.
well. If he's not challenging it, I'm guessing he definitely didn't think so. So, being way back here that we are at the, I could have not seen something.
He had an inquisitive look on his face there originally going in, but I think once he calls a foul, there's not a whole lot you can do on it.
Valentine swings away and puts one deep out of play down the left field line. So now he's down 0-2 in the count.
Big position for Dunkirk, looking for the 9-hitter. Really just put the ball in play here. You'll likely score a run if you hit a ground ball. And he plays split back to the pitcher.
That one's out for Putney wanted that one. That was a little outside for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swinging and a miss.
Gets him.
Big out for Putney there. Dunkirk batting order flips over, but there is 2 outs. He'll take a single or take a runner reaching base here to score a run.
First time up, Trippy went down swinging.
Had a long at bat. Saw 7 pitches in it. Putney gets a sign, comes set. First pitch fastball is up.
Second pitch.
Ooh,
Gets a hold of it.
clean
Drops it.
single to center field.
Yep, drops it into center. That'll score Jackson.
All Trippy with a big RBI single.
Just got the bat in the ball and dropped it right into short center.
That scores Jackson from third. John Gainey at second base here. Dunkirk with runners on first and second. 2 outs.
Brings up Zach Zentz.
There's a curveball or some sort of slider.
That might be the first one of the day.
Second time through the order here. A little different look. In there for a strike. Good sharp off-speed pitch. Another off-speed pitch.
Got Gainey and Trippy taking some healthy leads. Putney's not worried about them at the moment because he fires one and gets Zach to swing on that one, getting Zentz down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, gets Zach with that was an off speed.
Another off-speed pitch by Putney. Good answer back, little change of approach. Another strikeout, so to reset the inning, Dunkirk scores 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Fredonia error and a walk. They leave 2 men left on base. Putney strikes out the side between that, gives him 6 Ks on the day. After 2 complete innings of play, Dunkirk 3, Fredonia coming to bat in the top of the 3rd with 1.
pitching and our guys are batting. That's baseball. Really? Good. Yeah, that's part of the game. Come on, tee up now. You know what you're freaking kidding me?
Owen Rush leading off for Fredonia, down 3-1 here in top of the third.
Takes a strike, half swing.
One ball, one strike. Fredonia looking to answer back here. Got out to a fast start. Orchid, another off-speed pitch. Ahead of Rush, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The delivery a little low and outside for a ball. Is that full cup? And what do we got? 2-2.
I believe so. Yep, full count on Rush now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4.
They asked for a check to see if he went, and he did not.
Yeah. Good sign the first base umpire didn't think he went was when he was 2/3 of the way to a spot in the infield when they asked him.
That brings up Matt Cowan. First pitch low for a ball.
Cowan ripped the RBI single down the right field line, his first at bat.
Orchid with another pitch low for ball 2. There's a strike for Orchid.
It's a good pitcher's pitch, 2 ball, no strikes, curveball on the outer edge. I don't think Mr. Cowan was ecstatic that it was called a strike, but
The pitch.
big swing and a miss, aggressive hack by Matt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Rush on first. Here comes Orchid's pitch. That's another low one. Ball 3. Full count.
Orchid being careful with the 2-3 hitters in the Fredonia lineup, both of them with a fair amount of power.
There's the pitch. Oh, he gets it. Another one hit down the right field line. It's trouble for Valentine into the corner here, right in front of us pretty much. Valentine gets it in. Rush doesn't score, but we've got runners on second and third with a nice double by Cowan.
That ball almost hit too hard for Rush to score. Got into the corner quick. Dunkirk playing Cowan to pull, so it wasn't that far a run for Valentine, but Cowan 2 for 2 on the day with 2 really hard hit line drives down the right field line.
That'll bring up Colin Crowell, the DH. Still no outs for Orchid.
Yep, kind of a mirror of the first inning that we saw. See if Orchid can battle back again. It's kind of exactly the answer that Coach Cowan was probably looking for out of his 2-3 hitters after giving up 3 runs.
Oh, first pitch hits him. Loads the bases up, no outs. That'll bring up Luca Gullo.
Colin Luce. Luca's actually, I think, the one that Colin Kroll's hitting for, if I've got this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, you're correct.
Right fielder coming up. Hit a ground ball to second base last time for a fielder's choice. Dunkirk is back in the middle, conceding the run, hoping to get a double play. It has the first and third baseman, the corners in, likely trying to cut the run down off the plate. And you can hear Coach Dragotta in the background yelling the exact same thing. Turn a pair in the middle.
That one's
ground
hit
ball
to
to
the
first.
first. Play at home. Oh, not a good throw to first. Or not to, I mean to home.
Yep, just rushed it a little bit. Nice play by the catcher. Keep that ball from going to the backstop and potentially letting another run score.
It was a soft hit ball, so he did have to make a play on it quick, but definitely did rush the throw home and pull Jackson off the plate.
So Luce reaches on a fielder's choice. Rush scores on the E3.
That brings up Nathan Serku. Takes the ball from Orchid. Bases loaded with Billies, and they're moving. Another ball from Orchid. Needs to settle down a little bit here. Ooh, still can't find that strike zone. 3-0 to Serku. There he goes. Gets one in for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike. Orchid back on the mound.
Pitch. Oh, he hits one to center. Bankowski's going back. Cannot get to it. That's trouble. That's scoring 1. We got another one coming in. There's a play at the plate. Not in time.
So there's a good answer for Fredonia. That is Nathan Serku with the double over the center fielder's head.
Just out of Bankowski's reach.
And we've got Colin Luce, moves up to third on that double. Scoring on the play is Matt Cowan, easily from second. And the play at the plate, just a little late from, I believe it was Lemansky was the cut on that one. From Lemansky to Jackson was Colin Kroll's.
Looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
Yep, looks like Tom Schaefer coming in for Dunkirk. I think we're going to see some wholesale defensive changes here before this is over. We're going to wait and see what happens.
Looks like Valentine went into the dugout.
Could be moving to the infield, or thinking that's we're going to see the defensive alignment Andy and I were talking about earlier. Looks like Anthony Petey's going to go to right, Paul Trippi to left. Guessing Greg Orchid's going to go to third from the mound, and Zach Zentz will slide to second base possibly. But something along that line looks like what's going to happen here in the end. We might as well take a break here for a second while we got a pitching change happening and Tom Schaefer enters the game. We have a 4-3 Fredonia lead during the top of the third inning. Dunkirk. Tom Schaefer finishes his warm-ups. Delivers first pitch for a swinging foul ball. Brings up Brady Helmer to the plate. Brady struck out off Greg Orcutt to lead off the second inning. Fredonia with runners on second and third still here. Still nobody out, 3 runs in. They've responded to Dunkirk's 3 with 3 of their own. Another swing and a miss. Schaefer right after throwing strikes.
We did get a little movement in the field for Dunkirk as well.
Yeah, the only places that are the same is Josh Cosme is still at first base and Dylan Bankowski is still in center field. Other than that, we've got a new third baseman. Greg Orcutt's at third. Zach Zent, the infield basically just slides one position to the left. Zach Zent slides from third to short. Josh Lemansky from short to second. Anthony Petey from left field to right field, and Paul Trippi from second base to left field.
And while that was going on, Helmer went down on strikes for the first out. First pitch to
Andrew Cowan.
Andrew Cowan is outside for a ball. Let's see if Schaefer can work out of this jam. There's a ball hit to short. Oh, Zentz can't handle it. Bankowski's going to come up throwing, get cut off by Schaefer, score another Fredonia run. Base hit by to center field by Cowan.
So that scores 2 more.
Yeah, we've got 6-3 Fredonia. Right?
Yes.
Oh, that batter was hit by a pitch. So we got runners on first and second after the hit batsman. That brings up A.J. Kinney, the 9th batter in the lineup, and takes a ball 1.
Actually, we flipped over the lineup here. I think that was Kinney that got hit by the pitch.
I think you are right.
We're going to have to check the scoreboard. They've got 6 on the scoreboard. I've got 6 actually here too today. Still 2 on.
We're no Vince Scully and Joe Buck here, Corey.
No. I've already lost my pencil once down on the field.
So Putney's got a count of 2-1.
Be the 9th Fredonia batter to go to the plate. Still only 1 out.
Takes a strike 2 from Schaefer.
That will close the book on Orcutt, as they say.
All the runners now are to Schaefer, correct?
Yep.
Gets him on a called 3rd strike for out number 2. That'll bring up second hitter Owen Rush. Takes the first ball outside. There's the pitch by Schaefer. Grounded fall to the third base side, so Rush has got a count of 1-1.
Rush reached on a...
That's a well-hit ball. Trouble.
Off the fence.
Deep center. Bankowski gets it in. 2 runs are going to score.
Yep, ball gets away from the catcher.
That was a poke from Rush, who does a little pose at second.
That ball is a home run in about any other ballpark in Western New York. If you remember here, the dimensions in Dunkirk, it kind of shoots out in right center field to a point in the outfield with some unique dimensions. That ball was struck 415, 420 probably, but that part of the ballpark is about 430. Hit off the base of the wall, came back in for 2 RBI double.
That brings up Matt Cohen with Rush at second. Fouled the first pitch back. Second pitch, fouled back as well. Nothing Bankowski could do about that one. He was on his horse. And
yep, that's like I said, that's a home run at 90% of ballparks. That's a well-struck ball.
The 0-2 outside, a little bit high maybe. Ball one.
Cowan 2 for 2 on the day. Got an RBI himself.
Pitch gets him. That's for the third out. But Fredonia definitely does some damage that inning.
7 runs. We'll total up the hits and errors there as we go along. But Fredonia scores 7 in that inning is the bottom line. Leads Dunkirk 8-3 heading into the bottom of the third inning. We'll be back in a moment. Here in Dunkirk, Fredonia leads 8-3. Had a big 7-run inning in the third inning for Fredonia. Helped out by 4 hits, 3 extra base hits. You got a double by Matt Cowan, double by Nathan Serkiw, double by Owen Rush. Also assisted by a Dunkirk error in there. So the line for Orchid is 2 innings pitched, 6 runs, 5 earned. Neither of the runs Schaefer allowed were earned. Dunkirk, regardless of the status of the runs or not, needs to battle back and try to grind out some runs against Putney, who's been spotted a 5-run lead here in the third inning. Got Josh Lemansky leading off for Dunkirk.
He's sitting at 1-1 currently. Putney's delivery, that's a little errant. 2 balls, 1 strike.
A little more pitch diversity for Putney the second time through the order, featuring his off-speed pitch a little more. The first time through was exclusively fastball, unless Andy and I missed one.
I don't think we did. Sun's starting to settle down a little bit here. That's a ball in the dirt for a 3-1 count to Lemansky.
From our vantage point, we are squarely in between needing and not needing sunglasses.
Lemansky thought that was ball 4, but the ump thought otherwise and called that a strike. So we're at full count for Lemansky.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter for Dunkirk in the third.
That's a ball 4.
Their turn to answer back. Good way to start. Not exactly the way Fredonia drew it up, spotting a free base to start the third inning.
What's the write up on Lemansky's speed? Anything?
He runs well. I don't know. Be interested to see how. There's 2 ways to approach this. If you're Coach Dragoti, you can get real aggressive and put some pressure on Fredonia, or you can kind of play it station to station, knowing that you got to come up with 5. That's a big hack by Greg Orchid on the first pitch.
Lemansky's getting a decent lead. Throw to first, not in time.
Another Dunkirk runner that kind of took a hitch in the wrong direction. More action in the Dunkirk bullpen out there. Ooh. Strike on the lower end of the zone there. Mr. Orchid not especially ecstatic with that.
finds himself down 0-2. Ooh, Lemansky getting another healthy lead. There's a ball. Orchid sits at 1-2, no outs. Bottom of the third. Putney with the pitch, and Orchid takes a half swing, but good enough for a strikeout.
Kind of a waving swing on a really good off-speed pitch. Some sort of sweeping slider moving away from Orchid.
It brings up Petey, who was the first to get the ball in play off of Putney and start that nice inning that they had.
Yeah, a single up the middle, stole second base, ended up scoring the Dunkirk's first run.
Throw to first, not in time. Lemansky gets back.
See if Coach Jagoda puts something in motion here. Players put the ball in play last time up. Good speed on both ends.
Oh, Lemansky with a healthy jump. Petey takes that first pitch for a ball. Putney with the delivery. Petey swings on a
Snap throw down.
oh boy, gets away from the
Good aggressive base running. Ball snap throw from the catcher to first base. Was a little high over the first baseman's head. Lemansky, no hesitation, heads to second base. Beat the throw from the right fielder, Colin Loose.
That's what I was going to say. Petey's sitting at 1-1 with one out. Lemansky now at second. He pops one up to center. Going to be caught. Lemansky's going to tag, head to third. Good throw, but not in time. As Lemansky slides into third. Petey does the job, moves the runners over. Runner over.
Good jump by Brady Helmer in center field. That ball's hit kind of in the gap. It did hang a little bit, but in the gap between right and center. Made a nice running catch, turned around a strong throw. In professional baseball or college baseball, you might not see the runner from second base tag there and take the base. In high school baseball, you have the more likely prospect of a pass ball. That 90 feet matters more.
First pitch to Bankowski in for a strike. Second one is stroked to center. Pretty deep, and it's over the center fielder's head. Bankowski on his horse, heading to third. There's going to be a throw. Bankowski gets down and in for a triple. That was a quick hit run.
Yep, that was another ball that at a lot of places may have been a home run. So you may say that the dimensions of the Dunkirk field have just equaled itself out over the 2 innings. Probably cost Owen Rush a home run. Also probably cost Dylan Bankowski a home run there. Brady Helmer, real good job turning, getting on his horse and getting it in. There was actually a play at third base. So that's an RBI single for
Petey.
Petey. Yep. No, RBI triple for Bankowski.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if you were going back.
I was doing a quick calculation there on earned run and run.
That brings up Donnie Jackson, the catcher, with 2 down. Takes the first pitch strike. Second strike with
see here if Jackson can cash in one more run. Ball away.
So that's 1-1 to Jackson with Bankowski on third, 2 down. Dunkirk now trailing 8-4. And Jackson goes
Swing
down.
and a miss. For those of you scoring at home, it is an earned run. The triple makes the error on the catcher irrelevant there. She was going to score anyway.
So for Dunkirk in that inning, we have 1 run on 1 hit, the Bankowski triple. Putney strikes out 2 more. Heading into the top of the 4th inning, we have Fredonia 8, Dunkirk 4. Yep.
See you later. I'm sorry. Mine too. Mine too.
Back here for the top of the 4th inning, Fredonia leading 8-4. Tom Schaefer beginning his first full inning of work. Came in relief in the 3rd. Starts off Tom Kroll with a ball down.
Isn't this Owen Rush? Nope, you're right. Never mind.
Ball 2, another off-speed pitch down.
Schaefer with the delivery. That one low for a ball. 3-0 to Kroll. He'll take a strike.
Ball 3 to a little bit of the ire of Coach Jagoda. Not sure if it was frustration that it was a ball or that it might not have been a ball. Either or.
There's another one for Schaefer. Brings the count full.
3 balls, 2 strikes to the Fredonia DH. Struck out but hit by a pitch, and as a single, possibly a double this day. It's going to split them.
The grass slowed that down a little bit, and Petey gets it in to hold it to a single.
So Kroll having a busy day today. Single to right field. Go with a hit by pitch and strikeout. Brings up Colin loose. Put the ball in play both times. Ground balls to the right side. I think we got fielder's choice and a fielder's choice so far today.
First pitch is high for a ball.
Schaefer looks in, gets his sign, sets and delivers.
There's a ball hit to Petey in right. Going to be over his head. Petey gets it in. We got the runners moving. And that'll get a double.
It's a double by Luce.
Kroll gets the 3rd. So here we are again, 2nd and 3rd for Fredonia with no outs.
Brings up Nathan Serku, a line drive double himself last time.
Also brings out Frank Jagoda to the mound.
So Coach Jagoda taking a slow walk. I wonder if there'll be a change here. He's got his whole defense in here.
like he's making a change as of this second. And conference breaks up with no change made.
Last time Frank did that, Orchid settled down and
Struck out the side, I think.
I believe that is correct. So let's see if that'll work for Schaefer here. A little settle down, and here's the first pitch after that. And it's fouled back for a strike.
So Q was one of those strikeouts after Coach Jagoda's meeting in the first inning, then hit the clean double in the third inning as a part of that Fredonia rally.
Next pitch low for a ball.
Double drove Orchid from the game.
Schaefer with the pitch. That one
Ball's
looks
down a little bit, I think.
2-1 to Syracuse.
Some action going in the Dunkirk bullpen over there. I can't see who it is. I thought who was warming up between innings might have been the first baseman, but we shall see. Catcher, senior catcher coming out to try to settle his pitcher down a little bit. I don't think that Mr. Schaefer was overly excited about the ball too.
Jackson making a slow walk back to the plate. Anything to give Schaefer just a couple extra seconds to figure it out. And here's the pitch. And that's stroked to center field. Bankowski looks to be on it. Grabs it. Runners do tag.
Go to third. Very deep fly ball, so he did his job. It's a sacrifice fly to center.
Scores one and moves the runner over to third.
Still just one out, bringing up Brady Helmer. Runner on third here, one out. Wonder if Coach Cowan might try a bunt, as Coach Jagoda did early on in the game.
Helmer takes a first pitch strike. That one's low and in the dirt for a ball.
There was some sort of play on there.
Yeah, like it wasn't a pitch out, but
I think maybe it was just a high fastball call that Coach Jagoda was wondering if a squeeze might be on. Tough pitch to bunt.
that was
Swing, fouled straight up and back.
that brings the count to 2-2. Another one fouled back. Count will remain 2-2 with one down, runner on third. Fredonia looking to put double digits up on Dunkirk here in the fourth. Oh, we got to hurry. Oof. That was a strikeout. Jackson dropped the ball, looked the runner back at third, and got it over to first in time to get Helmer out for the second out of the inning.
It was a aggressive lead by Luce down from third, but Jackson really had to look him back. Almost, that lead by Luce almost drew his Brady Helmer free base there, because it was a bang-bang play at first base. It's the second out of the
First pitch is popped up. Looks like it's playable. And Jackson squeezes it for the third out of the inning.
F2 by Cowan. Inning ends, 1 run on 2 hits. RBI sacrifice fly by Nathan Serkiu. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Fredonia does tack onto their lead. It's 9-4 Fredonia.
And that'll do it for me. So appreciate the.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
I will. Have a good one.
Back here in Dunkirk, New York, Al Stu Miller Field for the bottom of the 4th inning. Fredonia Hillbillies lead the Dunkirk Marauders 9-4. Both teams' final league game of the season, playing for both a share of the CCAC Division Championship and a much needed win for seeding purposes in the playoffs. Fredonia likely playing for a bye in Class B. Dunkirk looking for a better position in Class A2. Ashton Putney on the mound for Fredonia. Pitching to John Gainey, starts the inning off with 2 strikes. It's been spotted a 5-run lead by his offense. John Gainey fouls it back, extends the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Dunkirk designated hitter. Hitting for Josh Cosme, the first baseman. We do have some action in the Dunkirk bullpen down the left field line. Not sure who exactly is throwing. Swing and a miss. Putney gets Gainey to start the 4th inning. It's his 9th K on the day. Fredonia defense only required to get 1 put out on their own. Starts off Gabe Valentine with the strike. Oh, sorry.
Ted. Is the orchid.
Yep. Schaefer in for, my mistake, Schaefer in for Valentine is when he took the pitching duties. His first at bat on the day. Ball up. Tom came in, relieved Greg Orchid on the mound, took Gabe Valentine's spot in the order in that 3rd inning, long inning for Fredonia. Three balls, 1 strike to Tom. Putney steps off, circles the rubber, gets the sign from his dugout and checks his armband. Very new age baseball thing to say. Ball, or strike two, I'm sorry, in the inner half. Three balls, two strikes to Tom Schaefer. Ashton Putney delivers. Foul ball to extend the bat, at bat straight back. Swing and a miss by Schaefer. Putney wins the battle. It's his 10th K on the day. Flips the lineup back over to the top of the order. Paul Trippy at bat. Putney looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Pitch a ball to Trippy. Trippy 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI single in the second inning. Struck out to lead off the game. Next pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trippy drives the ball to center field. Helmer there. Will retire the side. No runs on no hits in the Dunkirk 4th. We head to the top of the 5th. Fredonia 9, Dunkirk 4. Back here in the top of the 5th inning. For Fredonia. Fredonia leads 9-4. Tom Schaefer gets ahead to begin. We got A.J. Kinney, the second baseman, up to bat. 9-1-2. Swing and a miss. Good block by Jackson. Makes the throw down to first base to retire him. It's a strikeout with the put out 2-3. Good start by Schaefer. Brings up the top of the order, Ashton Putney. Putney 0 for 2. Walk, a couple of strikeouts. Really pitching himself a nice game today. So far through 4 complete innings given on the mound. He's given up 4 runs. Struck out 10. Schaefer delivers. It's a called strike of an off-speed pitch on the outer half. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fredonia leadoff hitter. Schaefer delivers again. Ball 3 down. Not the place in the Fredonia order that you want to put base runners on. Rush been on base every time. Comes up after Putney. Cowan, 2 very well hit line drives in this game for base hits. Putney ground ball to third. Orcutt behind the bag, puts his foot in the dirt. Well behind the bag. Tried to use the turf here, but the grass with the rain is just a little longer. The hop kind of killed that, and Putney beat it out for an infield single. It's about all you could do if you're Orcutt there. He was, by the time he fielded that ball, nearly in foul territory, about 10 to 15 feet behind the third base bag. So you've got Putney on first base, Owen Rush up. Owen's been on base every time. Reached on an error, walked, hit a very long double to straightaway center field basically in his last at-bat, 2 RBIs. Schaefer's delivers in the dirt to Rush. Nice block by Jackson. Fronia's had a base runner every inning so far this game. Ground ball to short. Really a tailor-made double play ball. 6-4-3 gets Dunkirk out of the inning, erasing that runner. So at the end of 4.5 in the Fredonia top half of the 4th, we've got no runs on 1 hit, nobody left on base. Heading to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Fredonia 9. Dunkirk coming up to bat with 4.
At the end of the day, I have to go to a special
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Fredonia 9, Dunkirk 4 from Al Stuhmiller Park in Dunkirk. 2-3-4 due up for Dunkirk in their half of the 5th. It'll be Zentz, Lemansky, and Orchid. One of them can get on and bring Anthony Petey up. Putney winds and delivers. Off-speed pitch for a strike to Zach Zentz. Second pitch, ball up. Zach 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. Is eligible to pitch if needed. I wonder if this game gets tighter, if you'll see him in relief. Dunkirk senior hurler undefeated on the season in league. There is a well-struck ball to the gap. That's going to split the left fielder and center fielder. Zentz on his horse, going to get a double, stand-up double on there to lead off the Dunkirk top of the 5th inning. Make Zach 1 for 3 on the day. Bring up Josh Lemansky. So far hasn't needed to put the ball in play, or hasn't put the ball in play neither at bat. Struck out in the 1st inning, was walked in the 2nd inning, came around to score. Fielder's choice. It's Lemansky, Orchid, and Petey up next for the Marauders. Pitch in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Putney again checks the band after getting a signal from the dugout. Comes set and delivers. Pitch away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got nobody out here in the Dunkirk half of the 5th inning. Mansky steps out, resets. Putney comes set again. Well struck to left field. It's going to get over the left fielder's head and foul ball. The discussion there between ball hit right down the left field line, called foul by the umpire. Coach Jagoda had a difference of opinion on that. We've had a discussion. Drew much of the ire of the Dunkirk fans. Two balls, 2 strikes, evens up the count. Did bring a little life to the Dunkirk bench there. For a minute there, Dunkirk thought they had a 2-run home run and climbed back into the game. Now Lemansky has to reset. Pickoff play at second base actually bounces off Zach Zentz. Tough position for Lemansky. I think the at-bat's over, and you kind of got to dig back in there now with 2 strikes here and battle out, try to have a productive at-bat. Putney gets him on the swing and a miss for the strikeout. Left field in Dunkirk is a little bit of an interesting area. The fence comes in very quickly, the last 15 feet or so, almost directly in, and then kind of juts out quickly as you get into left center field. Swing and a miss. Putney delivers to Orcutt. Ball up in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Orcutt stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Fredonia leading 9-4. Zach Zentz on second base with a leadoff double. Count evens up 2-2. Check swing appeal out to the field umpire. Says no swing. Last offering down and away to Orcutt. Works his way all the way back to a full count. He takes a walker on the mound, composes himself, comes set. Strike 3 looking. It's the second out of the inning. Brings up Anthony Petey. Zach Zentz still at second base. Began the inning with a clean line drive double to center field. The swing and a ground ball to Rush at third. Composes, throws across the diamond, gets the speedy Petey at first base. Fredonia strands the leadoff double. Dunkirk is no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. The end of 5 complete. Fredonia 9, Dunkirk 4.
I know. That's what Alyssa, she worked for the city
Who's your little doggy?
She doesn't know, and they don't know what they're handling. Who knows? And then somebody talked to me the other day and said that they're looking for grounds people here to do something at the school. They're sitting there, I don't mind doing that. I want to go back to work with my friends, and then she, the city works up in Camp Rose too. So I don't want to put a job here and then still playing league softball, but the baseball was in the playoffs. So after her game, still watch the baseball team still watch, and then over there still watch.
One pitch, one out in the Fredonia half of the 6th inning.
All that outfield.
Tom Schaefer delivered, induced a ground ball to second base, retired the runner. It was Matt Cowan, brings up Colin Kroll. Colin 1 for 2 on the day with a clean single and a strikeout. Also reached by a hit by pitch. Schaefer entered the game in the 3rd innings, really settled in nicely. Allowed 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. That offering missed outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Which misses for ball 3.
We're actually going down Saturday. We're going this Saturday.
Schaefer retires the second batter. Kroll on a strikeout. Just ran a couple of hits in the 3rd inning. Did allow a couple of runs, neither earned. All would have happened after the 3rd out of the inning was retired. 1 run in the 4th on back-to-back hits. Since that point in time is only allowed 1 base runner, and that base runner was doubled off on a ground ball. Working ahead again, 0-2 to Luce. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Schaefer delivers. High fastball, fisted into left field. It's going to fall in front of Trippy for a base hit. A little bit of a seeing eye single there. Loose protected on a ball at the upper end of the strike zone. Fisted it into left field. Kind of in a Bermuda Triangle with nowheres. No chance for the 3rd baseman, no chance for the shortstop, and well in front of Trippy. First pitch swinging again, ground ball to Orchid. Fires across the diamond to Cosme. That retires the inning. Base hit by Luce is stranded at first base. Cirque retired 5-3. Wheel ahead. Still leads 9-4.
Yeah, that's what I said. I go, you know, we kind of talked about it a little bit, and then I got one of these flash sales emails from the place we always stay at. Call down. I had been checking the prices, and it was like $800 off. Also, my buddy's mother passed away a couple months ago. Him and his wife were seeing so I called up. I said, "Where's my dog? We'll take $100. I'll go down there for Saturday to Thursday, because they need to be home for the weekend." And I'll be back later. She said, "Yeah, let's go." And then my other daughter, Alyssa, she's like, "I'm going to be home from school. I'm not working yet. I'm going to have a with us, you know." So that's funny.
This is my sister Tracy, my younger sister Tracy.
Hi. Good, how are you? Mom, Carla was asking about your horseback riding. So make sure you let her know. I'm going to ask her about it.
Yeah.
I want to go with her. Her name, the
When was that?
horse name is like
yes.
Fred or something stupid.
Buddy, right?
It's not like Stallion or Great Fred.
Putney back on the mound for Fredonia here in the bottom of the 6th inning, pitching to Dylan Bankowski. Starts him off with an off-speed pitch for a strike. Bankowski with an RBI triple the first time, skies a high fly ball to deep left field. That one has a chance. And jumping effort, that ball is a home run. Bankowski with a towering fly ball to left field. Left fielder for Fredonia, Luca Gullo, went back to the wall. Is the 8-foot fence here in Dunkirk. Did his best to climb it and put a good effort on it, but that ball's in the trees. Puts Dunkirk on the scoreboard here in the 6th, cuts the lead to 9-5. It's Bankowski, a triple and a home run on the day.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
I could see the blue eye. It was in the same spot.
I was standing right on the baseline. It was foul.
Come on, Donnie!
All right, yeah, you too. Take care.
Brings up Donnie Jackson. Putney makes quick work. 3 straight pitches to Jackson for the first out of the inning. Bring up John Gainey. Gainey 1 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI single in the 3-run Dunkirk 2nd inning. Putney was able to retire him on strikes his next at bat. Foul ball down the left field line and out of play.
I don't know what I would have thought about it too, because then you got
He works himself to a 1-2 count. There's a dry and dry clean single up the middle. It'll be Gainey's 2nd hit of the afternoon. Dunkirk with another runner here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Gabe Valentine. Gabe 0 for 2 on the day. I'm sorry, bring up Tommy Schaefer again. Schaefer 0 for 1 on the day. Came in for Valentine in the 4th inning. Putney was able to retire him on strikes. Looks like we're going to have a runner here for Mr. Gainey. Coach Jagoda moving his lineup around a little bit here late. Valier in to run for Gainey in the DH spot. Quick move by Putney, Valier back in. Schaefer squares the bunt. He does get it down, it's fair. Nice play by the catcher, Collin, to his brother at first base, able to hold the bag. Retire the 2nd out. Valier moves to second, brings up the top of the order, and Paul Trippy. Trippy swinging aggressively early, lines the left and the inning. Putney will strand the runner. So at the end of 6 innings, Dunkirk gets one back. Heading to the top of the 7th, Fredonia 9, Dunkirk 5.
They'll get up and then we get up. The home run didn't come in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was a lot of runners on base. A lot. Yeah. Now which point was that? Which one was it? What number is it? Where number 2? Dylan?
Back here in Dunkirk for the top of the 7th inning. Due up for Fredonia is Helmer, Cowan, and Kinney. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Fredonia. Looks like Brady Crawford is going to bat in this spot in the order. First pitch to Crawford, ball 1. Crawford, sophomore. One ball, one strike. Second pitch, ball 2. Schaefer entering his 5th inning of work. That ball driven by Crawford in the gap in left field. Make an aggressive turn at first base. Bankowski gets the ball in fast though. Holds into a single. Clean line drive hit for Crawford. Like Brady gets himself a single. Is Helmer re-enters in that spot to run. Allowed to re-enter once in high school baseball. Brings up the catcher, Andrew Cowan. Schaefer makes a move, checks on Helmer. Great spot to bunt if you are Fredonia. Wonder if they'll have something on. Two straight moves by Schaefer over to first base. Cowan steps back in. Runner stays put. No action at home plate. Coach Cowan gives a sign from the third base box. Another move by Schaefer. Runner off, pitch up and in, throw down. a stolen base. We'll score the stolen base by Helmer. He was safe at second base. We'll score that 6 unassisted as he overran the base a little bit and was put out. So we will get credit for the stolen base. Though is retired for the first out of the inning. Cowan up. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cowan. Check that 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We had it right. Scoreboard's a pitch behind. The umpire does it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Doesn't matter, ends up a walk anyway. Fredonia back with a 1-out runner on first base. So catcher Andrew Cowan brings up A.J. Kinney. Kinney 1 for 2 on the day with a double, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. Scored a run in that big inning from Fredonia, the 7-run third inning. Ball struck down the left field line. It's going to stay fair. Cowan hustling to third. We're going to have a throw. He is going to be safe at third base. Be a single for Kinney, advancing to second on the throw to third. Gives Fredonia runners on second and third with 1 out here, though, in the top of the 7th. Most importantly, cycle back around to the top of the order here. We'll have Ashton Putney come up. 1 for 3 on the day. Walked and scored in the first inning, struck out the next 2 appearances, had a clean single in the 5th. Was put out 6-4 as part of a 6-4-3 double play that got Dunkirk out of the 5th inning. Looking to give himself some more cushion for the 7th. His team's already spotted him to a 9-5 lead. Looking to extend that for himself, give himself some breathing room. There's no action in the Fredonia pen. So unless I missed somebody warming earlier, this game will be Putney's to finish. There is a well-struck ball to center field. I don't think the left fielder saw it into the sun. Clean single anyway. Good job by Trippy to get there in the end. Fires it in fast, holds Putney to a single. Holds loose at third base. Cowan scores on the single from third. Fredonia extends their lead to 10-5. Runners at first and third. With 1 out in the 7th, I think that will be all for Schaefer. Coach Jagoda's come out. We are going to have a multitude of changes again. We're going to take a 1-minute break here. When we get back, we'll try to update you on who's going where defensively for Dunkirk. Not as complicated a move as we anticipated. Josh Cosme moves from first base to pitcher. Greg Orchid moves across the diamond from third to first for Dunkirk, and Tom Schaefer goes from the mound to third base. So the Dunkirk infield is from third to first. Schaefer, Zentz, Lemansky, and Orchid. Outfield remains the same of Trippy, Bankowski, Petey. Cosme on the mound. And Jackson behind home plate to deliver his first pitch to Owen Rush. Runner off. Swing and a miss on the pitch. No throw down with the runner at third base. So Putney will take second on defensive indifference. Gives us second and third with the number 2 hitter Owen Rush up. After the steal of second base, Coach Jagoda elects to walk Rush and put the force out in at home plate in the double play in. So now the bases are loaded with the intentional walk to Owen Rush. Puts his young relief pitcher in a little bit of a challenging position. No place to work with. Matt Cowan up, lefty-lefty situation here though for the Marauders. First pitch is an off-speed pitch in for a strike to Matt. Strike 2. Against the 2 Dunkirk righties, Cowan is 2 for 4 on the day. 2 roped singles, a strikeout, and a hard ground ball to second base. The conference between Coach Jagoda's catcher and the umpire there. Coach Jagoda just coming out to stick up for his players, settling down a little bit. Cosme delivers again. Foul ball to Cowan, brings a count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lefty-lefty matchup. Cosme's attacking so far. Fastball down. Nice block by Jackson. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded for Fredonia. Cosme winds up and delivers. Fly ball. It's a heck of a catch by Lemansky. Dunkirk infield was in. He was in on the infield grass. That ball was looped. Would have been behind where he played normally. Caught it a couple of steps into the outfield grass. That is a. He's going to go in the scorebook as a fly ball to the second baseman, but was anything but routine with the Dunkirk infield in. Retires the second out for Fredonia this inning. Cosme again, going to see another left-handed batter here. You'll see Crowell. Crowell also 1 for 3 on the day. As a single, strikeout, reached on, or 2 strikeouts, reached on a hit by pitch, has scored 2 runs. First pitch in there for a strike. Next offering foul back, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cosme gets out of a bases loaded 1 out jam. Getting Cowan to fly out to second and Crowell to strike out. Coach Jagoda's strategy of walking the right-handed rush and pitching the 2 left-handed batters works out. Fredonia does get 1 run back that inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Fredonia 10, Dunkirk 5. Dunkirk heading to bat in the last of the 7th.
Goodbye.
Ashton Putney finishing up his warm-ups. We're about to begin the bottom of the 7th inning. Fredonia leads Dunkirk 10-5 at the CCAC Division I matchup. They determine a share of first place in the division crown. Putney so far gone 6 innings, allowed 5 runs, all of them earned. He struck out 13 through 6 innings. Going to pitch to the senior Zach Zentz. Putney on top, 1 ball, 2 strikes to start the inning. Dunkirk looking to get a couple of base runners on, try to give himself a chance to make this interesting. One ball, 2 strike pitches, or I'm sorry. 1-1, counting out 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Zentz 1 for 3 on the day, clean double in the 5th inning, was stranded on second base, struck out his first 2 appearances. Putney turns and delivers. Swing and a miss, strikes out, gets the first. Dunkirk hitter down on strikes. First pitch to Lemansky is a ball. Ball 2. Putney labored through the 2nd inning, allowed 3 runs on a walk sandwiched around 3 hits. Really, other than that, he scattered the Dunkirk hits throughout the game. Got a leadoff double in the 5th. Got a home run to lead off the 6th. And really, that's it. A hard hit triple in the 3rd. Really just scattered his hits throughout the day. Only struggled at 1 inning. The 1st inning began the game by striking out the side. Actually, the first 7 outs Fredonia retired in this game were all on the strikeout. Got to get to the 2nd out in the 3rd inning before there was an out made by the Fredonia defense that Putney didn't handle himself. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lemansky, 1 out, bottom of the 7th.
10-5 Fredonia. Ashton Putney looking to close it out for Fredonia. Ball away. Extends the at-bat. Mansky 0 for 2 on the day. Couple of strikeouts, a walk. Did have a really close ball hit down the left field line, ruled foul. Drew some discussion from the Dunkirk coaching staff and faithful. Putney ended up settling in that at bat after the long foul ball and retired him on strikes. Lemansky works another walk, his second of the day. So Dunkirk does get a base runner. I'll bring up Greg Orchid. Orchid's gone down on strikes 3 times so far today. Was the starting pitcher for Dunkirk. Ground ball to shortstop. At the first end of the double play, that was actually a pinch hitter for Orchid, actually. It was Henry Leone put the ball in play to shortstop. Got the 6-4 put out, and Leone beat out the back end of the double play. Apologize for that. We are a little bit away and not getting all the substitutions in real time. So it was Leone in for Orchid. Reaches on a fielder's choice. Lemansky retired 6-4 for the second out of the inning. Leaves Leone at first base. Petey up. Petey 1 for 3 on the day. Clean single of the second. Dunkirk 3-run second inning. Scored their first run. Flew out to center field and grounded to third in the 5th. Looking to extend the ball game for Dunkirk. Ball 2.
Go Anthony.
Fly ball. Cowan approaches the Dunkirk bench. Out of play though. Two balls, 1 strike to Anthony Petey. Looking to extend the Dunkirk bottom of the 7th inning. Dylan Bankowski on deck. Ashton Putney on the mound for Fredonia. He has gone the distance. Here's a fly ball to the right side of the infield. Who's going to get it? Looks like Matt Cowan gets it, and that will retire the side. F3. So final score here from Dunkirk is 10-5 Fredonia. We'll get you a couple of final stat lines here. The team shakes hands. He scatters 6 hits, gives up 5 runs.
I'm sorry, 4
I
earned.
went to Marine Midland first, and then Mary Lou recruited me over there. I think when I got married, I was at Community Bank still, but you had left while I was still
Walks
there.
3, strikes
And
out
then I
14.
had horrific headaches, terrible
Quality
headaches.
pitching performance for the
And
Fredonia
I
right-hander.
went to intensification and all this stuff, and the doctors really said, I think you need to
For
quit
Dunkirk
playing.
at the plate.
So I started, no, it was
Hits came from Anthony Petey, went 1 for 4, scored a run. Dylan Bankowski had 2 hits, scored 2 runs. 2 for 2 with a walk, triple and a home run.
my mom encouraged me to take,
Donnie Jackson reached on air, scored a run. AJ Gainey also had a hit.
and that's what my pension.
And Paul Trippi at a leadoff spot, 1 for 4 also. For Dunkirk on the mound, we had Orchid going two innings, 6 runs, 5 earned. Schaefer going 4 1/3 innings. 4 runs, 2 earned. And Cosme going 2/3 of an inning, no earned run or no runs. So, final score here from Al Stuhmiller Field in Dunkirk. I believe that gives Fredonia its share of the CCAC Division I champion. Fredonia 10, Dunkirk 5, and both teams are scheduled to be in action tomorrow. Fredonia at Springville and Dunkirk at Gowanda. So good luck to both teams in the playoffs this year, and so long from Al Stuhmiller Field in Dunkirk.